So Murmaider, now we set up the podcast tonight with a specific purpose in mind. As you can tell by the title of this podcast, we are going to talk about our October band of the month.
Yep.
Because we decided they deserve some time. So Murmaider, who is our October band of the month?
Our October band of the month is Appalachian Winter.
Oh, yes.
And it is another solo project. We've been doing a lot of
those
projects that we've been talking about lately. But
crazy how good a lot of them are.
Yeah, and I came across the album just surfing the web, and I have to say the album itself it's a self-titled album, and it blew my mind. It really did. It's got everything from orchestrated strings that sound like they're a score from a movie to progressive black metal growling and even a little bit of folk. Melodic folk instruments were involved with it as well. I felt like it was a really well-rounded album.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. You were definitely blown away by it because you didn't shut the fuck up about it for like a couple days afterwards. Every time we talk, like, yo, man, did you listen to Appalachian Winter yet? Did you listen to it yet? I'm like, no, man, it's on my list. I swear I'm going to get to it. It's like, no, but seriously, did you listen to it yet?
I mean, it's been in my player for a really long time now, and I mean, right away, the first track off the album is called Winter, and it's got some really dark and beautiful piano riffs in the beginning of it, and shortly after, it breaks into like this orchestrated melody with like horns and orchestral strings, and it just sounded, I really felt like I was watching some sort of like sci-fi movie or something like that, and I thought it was just a score at one point. I wanted to like double check and make sure I was listening to the right album. And then as the vocals came in, there was a lot of heavy growling and a lot of incredible guitar riffs that were just chugging away in the background. Really interesting double bass pedaling going on throughout the album. But again, like I'm a big fan of music that I guess you can say it sounds like scores, things like that. A lot of it's like atmospheric, but in like a uplifting way with a lot of instruments involved. And now we were lucky enough to get an interview with with Appalachian Winter.
Specifically Dan Klein.
Dan Klein, yes.
Who, he took some time, and you can see it's on our interview page, took some time and answered a lot of our questions, and it was a fucking blast for us. I think he had as much fun as we did.
Yeah.
But looking in depth at the album, one of the questions that Murmaider had asked, and I don't want to, give away the whole interview. I think you should go listen to it. But it was about being a one-man band. What are the challenges of doing all the music? And he really did everything himself.
Yeah.
He used a lot of his keyboard sounds to get it all done, but the vocals were all him, and I think that's what amazed me about it. Is that you drilled it in my head. I had to listen to this album, but when I did, I wasn't really up on his background or anything. So I went into it thinking it was a band. Mm-hmm. And then as I'm listening to it, and then I'm reading his bio, and it's a one-man band, it just makes it all the more amazing that the guy pulled all of this off.
Yeah. And
when we're talking about the band of the month, obviously it's a semi-new thing. Mastodon was the band of the month last month, and Appalachian Winter this month. But we basically take a vote around the headquarters of who we're going to make. And this month it wasn't even really a decision to be made. Like we both just kind of agreed that this is what we had to do.
Yeah.
We've listened to a lot of albums, and this one managed to stick like heads and tails above so many other albums.
I went and gave it a 9.5 out of 10 on my review, the review that I wrote.
And you've been particularly hard on some bands lately, so that says a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while since I've given someone like a 9.5 or a 10, unless it was like Mastodon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. A lot of the songs were just incredible, and if there's one song that I had to tell you to check out, it would be the song "Solitude." I have to say was my favorite song on the album. Just everything about it, everything from the double bass pedaling to the vicious guitar riffs that were throughout the song, and again the orchestration in the song was just amazing, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, this kind of music too in general, I feel like can be a gateway to those who don't listen to metal. Like I've suggested this to my girlfriend to listen to, and because she likes a lot of that, like the lighter orchestrated instruments and whatnot, and almost like classical music.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good way to get into things like that, and then you slowly get used to some of the heavier growling and heavier vocals and some of the violent guitars that were involved with it, and then you end up falling into that genre altogether. But,
well, I think that's one of the things that we asked him as well was how his music has a very cinematic feel to it. Like it really feels like you could use it as a score to Lord of the Rings or something else.
Yep.
I think that's important. But one of the things that I really feel the need to point out, as I pointed out on our Band of the Month page, is that Dan has decided to give away all of his music for free. He has a MediaFire account set up, which you can find the link both on our page and on his Facebook page. Everything he does is up there for free. Mm. He doesn't promote. He doesn't advertise. He has no interest in doing that. He makes the music because he loves it, and he puts it up, and he wants as many people to hear it as possible.
I think it's a great idea, and honestly, if I had my own band set like that, I think I would do the same exact thing.
Yep, and I think it's an absolutely great idea, and I mean he obviously the response to his music has been strong, not just from us. Obviously, we're not the only ones who have noticed.
Right.
But I think that it's great for him, to get some attention, and that's the other reason why when we're picking the Band of the Month, this guy deserves all the attention he gets.
Yeah.
Because I mean, really, he put together something pretty special. Mm-hmm. So, we salute Dan Klein and Appalachian Winter.
Yeah.
As being our October Band of the Month. Make sure you check out the review that Murmaider did for the album. Yep,
and also the interview. It's posted along with this podcast underneath.
Yep, we'll have it there. And check the interview page if you don't see it, and listen to that. And like I said, hilarious. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
So, we really appreciate Dan taking the time to do that with us, and we appreciate the music he's making, taking the time to do what he's doing, mm-hmm. and giving it away for free.
Yeah.
Also, like I said, you can find the link to his MediaFire page, and you can download everything the guy's done, and make sure you do, and make sure you check it all out. You would really be doing yourself a disservice to not listen to this. Mm-hmm. There's nothing holding you back.
Yeah.
It's free. He's offering it up for free. You're not downloading it illegally. Mm-hmm. You have no reason not to go click the download button and listen to this fucking album. No reason whatsoever.
Yep. And all of his albums, you said, right?
Yep, it's everything. Yep. Yeah. I think he's got, I want to say it's 3 full albums and a couple songs along the way. I could be wrong about that. Mm-hmm. But, so definitely, check it out and let us know what you think, because, we're interested in that. And, we already have to start thinking about who's going to be the Band of the Month for next month.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
The year is moving fast.
But, so anyway, got some great stuff coming up for you guys next week, some great reviews. The Scenario hopefully will be back at some point in the near future, though, at the rate we're going with these copyright infringement problems, who knows? Someone might sue us over the Scenario.
Oh, God, yeah.
But that's a topic for another day, maybe next week, who knows?
He's excited to get on here. He's listened to some of the other podcasts that we've had and some of the other guests that have shouted him out. And he has some things to say. He has some words that he would like to exchange with some people. So it'll be interesting when we do get him on the show. And hopefully we'll have Chester back here soon. Also with Duct Tape.
Oh, yes, Duct Tape. I think Duct Tape said he wants to come back on in the near future as well.
Yeah.
So, we'll have to... You never know, the 3 might run into each other, and that could be disastrous, or it could be hilarious. It's one of the two. In the meantime, make sure you guys are listening to Light and Darkness Radio. I know I believe he just added the new 3 album into his rotation, which is awesome, so check that out. A lot of the stuff, actually, that Murmaider's been reviewing lately got added into his rotation, Insomnium in particular, and he said that's been one of the most requested bits on there. Yeah. So make sure you're checking all that shizzle out. Make sure you like us on Facebook and pay attention to us on Twitter and stuff, because we post all our new reviews and stuff there first.
All that good stuff.
All the good stuff. So 8 o'clock every night, we have something new for you. Just for you. Not him. not him. For you. So for Hell22, for Murmaider, Pickles the drummer wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
I actually meant to tell you